Welcome guys to another video on labor economics. In the last video, we learned about elasticity of labor demand. What does it mean? How we can find it? But in this video, we will solve an example of elasticity of labor demand to find out the responsiveness or the sensitivity of demands in terms of change in wage level. But before starting this video, let me request you for the first time something. If you think that these videos are helpful for you or for anyone else, please subscribe my YouTube channel and also like these videos, share your comments in order that YouTube algorithm introduce these videos to other people which they want to see such kind of videos in order to help them to solve their problems and their studies. So now let's move on to the example on the elasticity of labor demand. Suppose the labor demand for a specific labor. For example, this is the labor demand for a specific labor. LD is equal to 2000 minus 5W. If the wage rate, for example, changes from $100 to $200, find out the own wage elasticity of labor demand. What does it own wage elasticity? It means when the wage level of a specific type of workers change. For example, baker in the bakery chains. So now, from the previous video, we know that this is the formula. Own wage elasticity of labor demand, or eta II, is equal to the percentage change in employment of that I type of workers or employees over to the percentage of wage rate of that specific I type of employees. So, first of all, based on this wage rate, let's find out the employment level as two different wage levels. When the wage level is 100, so how many workers this firm will hire? So by plugging this wage rate to this formula, we will have the employment level when the wage rate is $100. 2000 minus 5 multiplied by 100 will be equal to 1500, because 5 multiplied by 100 will be 500 minus 2000 will be 1500. Then when the wage level is 200, again plug this number instead of W here. The employment level when the wage rate is 200 will be equal to 2000 minus 5 multiplied by 200 is equal to 5 multiplied by 200 is 1000. 1000 minus 2000 will be equal to 1000. So now we know when the wage rate is 100, employment level will be 1500. When the wage rate is 200, employment will be 1000. So now, in order to find the wage elasticity of labor demand, we need to find the percentage change in employment and the percentage change in wage level. The percentage change in employment, we can find out from this formula, E2 minus E1 over E1. E2 is the new labor demand or new employment. E1 is the initial employment. So new employment minus initial employment over to the initial employment. New employment is 1000 minus initial employment is 1500 over 1500 will be equal to minus 0.33. Or if we write it in terms of percentage, it will be equal to minus 33%. Minus 33%. And the percentage change in wage level, new wage minus initial wage rate divided by initial wage rate. 200, which is the new wage rate, minus 100, which is the initial wage rate, over 100, which is initial wage rate. 200 minus 100 will be 100. 100 will be over 100 will be 1. If we multiply this one by percentage, it will be equal to 100%. What does it mean? If the wage level increased by 100%, the employment level would decline by 33%. So now, if we find out the eta II, the own wage elasticity of labor demand, we just divide this value over this value, minus 0.33 over 1, which will be equal to minus 0.33. So then, as 0.33, when we take the absolute value, the absolute value of this one will be equal to 0.33. So 0.33 is less than 1. Then this labor demand, when the wage rate move from W1 to W2, is inelastic. But let's solve another case. For example, rather, if the wage level, for example, move from W2 to W1, it means if the initial wage rate is 200, but the wage rate declined to 100. So now let's find out the elasticity of labor demand. In this case, the percentage change in employment level will be equal to 1,500, which is in this case is L2, LD2, minus 1,000, which is LD1. Because now this is W2 is our W1 initial wage rate, W1 is our W2, which is the new wage rate. So everything will be reversed. So then the percentage change in employment will be equal to 1,500 minus 1,000, this one, 1,500 minus 1,000 over 1,000, which now the initial employment level, will be equal to 500 over 1,000, which is equal to 0.5. And in terms of percentage, it will be equal to 50% if we multiply it by 100. So here, the percentage change in wage rate will be equal to 100, which is the new wage rate in this case, minus 200, which is the initial wage rate, over 200, which is the initial wage rate, equal to minus 100 over 200. And it will be equal to minus 0.5. And in terms of percentage, it will be equal to 50%. So now, if you find out if you find out the eta will be equal to 0.5 divided by minus 0.5 is equal to 1. Is equal to minus 1. Is equal to minus 1. So as we know, in this case, our eta is equal to 1, then it's unit elastic. One thing we can see here, when the wage rate move up or move down, the elasticity of labor demand will be different. When the wage level move up, the elasticity is 0.33. When the wage level move down, the elasticity is equal to 1. Why? Because the percentage change in both cases will be different. The percentage change in employment here is 30%, but the percentage change in employment here is 50%. The percentage change in wage rate here is 100%. The percentage change in here is 50%. Due to the change in percentage change, so we will have different elasticity of labor demand. So, but here you can see it's unit elastic, here's inelastic. But we can see here one thing, either we move up or we move down. In both cases, the elasticity of labor demand is negative. The elasticity of labor demand is negative. What does it mean? It means that overall, based on the law of demand, when the wage rate or the price for labor increase, the labor demand would decrease. This is why In both cases, the elasticity is negative. But in order to get rid of these two different results, we can find out the elasticity of labor demand based on the midpoint formula. Which we solve the elasticity of labor demand based on the midpoint formula in the next video. So be tuned on for the next video in order to see that how we can find out the elasticity of labor demand by using midpoint formula. When we use midpoint formula, either you go up or you go down, you will have completely the same results. After next video that we were going to talk about midpoint formula, see you.